Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, there was another clip that was released from Love and Marriage Huntsville from the upcoming episode. And the cast was doing a training exercise. I guess it was a trust exercise where each cast member has to be paired up with another cast member. They fall back into their arms, and the other cast is supposed to catch them. NELL called out for Melody and Martel to be teamed up, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought Melody made her boundaries known. Ain't no thought. She did. She made her boundaries known. When they was at the first meetup for when they was announcing that they were going to Houston, NELL asked Melody how did she feel, and Melody said as long as they keep her far away from Martel as possible, she will be good. When they first arrived at the Houston trip, when they got to the Houston house, before either of the other casts arrived, Melody spoke to both NELL and Chris Fletcher and she stated her boundaries. Don't pair them up, don't team them up, nothing. She stated her boundaries yet again. But she shouldn't have had to state her boundaries because, like she stated, this was surrounding the time of the Revenge P being, threatened and stuff like that. So I don't understand why this cast, anybody, I don't care if you like her or not. I don't care if you got some type of vendetta against her or not. I feel as though every last cast member should have been minding their P's and Q's when it came to Melody. And every last one of them should have had her feelings on high regards. And yes, I do say the whole entire cast that was on this trip should have had Melody feelings, should have held her feelings in high regards, because if you have never experienced something, this is like really, really damaging to her. And to have your explicit life threatened to be exploited throughout social media, released, so it's not even just the millions of people that can watch it, and it's your kids, your daughters could possibly one day see this stuff. It's about her having a son that could possibly come across this stuff if it ever get leaked. And that could be because Melody is instilling all types of good morals and values in these kids, and then she's telling them one thing, and then they look on social media and they like, well, you telling us one thing and you doing another. And I'm quite sure that, Melody can, deal with that, as time come about. But at the same time, why should she have to? Why should she have to? So I don't understand why there was a trust exercise where Melody and Martel was teamed up, because when he threatened to release a revenge tape on her, there is no more trust. And he still has the tape. His baby mama got the tape, talking about who she has showed the tape. There is no more trust. So yes, when in this episode, Melody, instead of allowing Martel to trust her, Instead of Melody allowing herself to trust Martel to catch her, Melody threw herself on the floor. That's how much trust she have with him, and I don't blame her. Cause if you're gonna throw my sex life out there to the world to see, you didn't value me as a wife, as a woman, as the mother of your kids, nothing. But so you want me, what trust? There is no trust. Yeah, she'd trust him to be exactly who he is. But what I don't understand is why the cast cannot get that through their head that there is no more Martel and Melody. And stop trying to come with the jokes, the teaming up, the questions, because it doesn't make sense. Martel has had 2 other girlfriends post divorce. He's been with Belinda and Sheree publicly. So why won't they ask him about them ladies? They seen him with these ladies. They've been around him with these ladies. So for KIMMIE to ask Melody about Martel wearing his wedding ring, KIMMIE, why you didn't ask him? Was him and Sheree about to be together, about to get back together, or something like that? Why would that be a Melody question when him and Melody haven't been together in about 4 years now? And Tisha, she's sitting up there saying Melody looked just like Martel with sunglasses on. Is Martel the only person that she's seen wear sunglasses? But I think that in Tisha's sick, twisted mind, that was a get back at Melody. Because when they were at the table eating and Melody was taking up for Tisha, Tisha didn't look at it as Melody taking up for her. Tisha took it as Melody taking a dig at her or embarrassing her because Melody was stating what Tisha stood by Marcel. She stood by you with the back picture. She stood by you, with the 20 women. And so Tisha looked at it as an embarrassment because because it's being said out in the open, but everybody already know that. But Melody was sticking up for LATISHA. But in her sick, twisted mind, she was embarrassed because when it's read back to you and you know it's the truth and you're still and you haven't done anything about it and you know you're not going to do anything about it and you still going through it, you're still living through it, then one would take it as, in her sick, twisted mind, she would take it as an embarrassment. So her saying that Melody looks just like Martel was nothing but a get back. And I'm kind of glad that Melody didn't take the bait, because Melody really could have went off on her and got with her, but Melody took the high road. I don't think for a second that Tisha lost her train of thought, because when Marcel had shut it down with the Martel and Melody conversation, Tisha was on board, like, yeah, we're not going to do any Martel and Melody conversation. We're going to leave them out, off topic, or whatever she said. And so if she already knew this up front, why would she make that statement at the pool? She made that statement to get back at Melody for mentioning what Marcel has done to her over the years. And she took it as an embarrassment, so she had to do a get back at Melody. But when it came to this trust exercise, I don't understand why they will be paired up. And it looks as if everybody had to go around and trust each other, because from the first clip that was dropped, you had all the couples paired up together for their trusting partners. But then when this clip is dropped, you see LATISHA is paired up with Stormy for their trusting exercise. So I wonder if everybody was supposed to go around and change partners so everybody can do the trusting exercise with each other. But still, when it came to Melody and Martel, it should have just been no. They should have skipped both of them being paired up together, because, like I said, everybody should have had Melody feelings, her concerns, her boundaries, and in high regards. They should have held them in high regards and took it seriously. And I don't care if Melody was interacting with the group, if she was getting along with the group, if she seemed like it was okay. It still was not okay to push the envelope. I don't care what they thought the room temperature. If they said, well, she looks like she's having a good time. Yes, she was having a good time at the barbecue too, while he was there. But she didn't interact with him. He tried to engage and interact with her by speaking to her and touching her shoulder and stuff, and she didn't interact. How many times have she said, "Don't do this"? So I'm gonna say that NELL probably was in the moment and she probably didn't think about it, but because they were all in a game and it was just a trusting exercise. But she know Melody can't trust Martel. She know Melody can't trust Martel. But NELL, I hope that they got together and NELL apologized for doing that, because, like I said, I really, really like NELL, and I don't think it was any malice or ill intent on NELL's behalf. But I'm gonna need her to, step it up, get up to speed. I understand that she forgave Chris, but see, Chris is a hell of a lot better man than Martel is. So I can see how NELL was able to forgive Chris and they move on. But at the same time, I'm going to need NELL to still, you're a woman, NELL, and when things hurt, just think of the hurt that you were in when Chris did this, when Chris stepped out on you and was doing all this foul stuff to you. Now, I don't know how foul or how bad their situation got, but at the same time, from when NELL was talking about it on Carlos, on the Carlos interview, she's still to the point where she can't even talk about it without tearing up. So that's what I'm going to need her to remember when she's dealing with Melody in regards to Martel. Just remember what you went through, and then Melody shouldn't have to say a word about throwing out her boundaries, her feelings, or anything. Everything you should already know off rip of what to do because of how you felt. So that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.